Libra. Let's see what's going on, y'all. Sun, moon, rising, cross watchers, whoever is here. Heard Pisces very loud and clear. So I don't know if you're dealing with a Pisces, fish. Heard something about seafood, so that's really interesting. I heard casserole. Cass. But then it's funny because it feels like I gave Cass a role. You know what I mean? Like a part, a position, you know? I heard player, pizza. So I don't know if you've been eating a lot, Libra, or if you've been eating out a lot, or you've kind of been snacking a lot, having the munchies. Your appetite may be increasing, you know? Especially if you kind of are in a space to where you feel like you've been very sedentary or you've kind of been in the same place for a long time. Because it feels like you are looking for energies that you can trust or for things that actually make you happy. You know, it feels like the Libra energy is finally learning to accept what they cannot change, accept things as they are, and moving into a happier space, especially if they are really, really upbeat or in a place to where phone calls are a really big factor here. Like someone who's calling in to check on you, or people you may be calling in to check on who really appreciate the contact, you know, as it really feels like these people are questioning if you're okay, or you may be questioning if someone around you is okay without trying to just say, hey, you okay? You know, it's more like calling just to start conversation, calling just to, you know, like check in some type of way without making this person feel like you are being nosy. Because that feels like a really big factor. Trying not to make someone feel violated or feel like you're stepping on someone's toes or trying to tell somebody what to do or trying to manage them or trying to micromanage them. You know, it feels like somebody is learning to fall back, to pull back and just allow things to flow. Go with the flow. It's a really big factor. Flow even may be a really big factor if that's somebody's name. Flo or Francis, Francine, Francesca, Fran, friend, anything like that. And then I heard front. But then I heard don't front, don't trip. I even heard Don trip. That's interesting. I don't know if there's like a poet or a musician or an orator, public speaking, anything like that is a really big factor here, but it does look like it. It feels like something or someone who's about to go on public display, you know, broadcasting, merchandise, brands, branding, anything like that seems like a really big factor here, especially because it's like whatever this stuff is coming straight out of somebody's brain, you know? So they may be live, like whatever they're doing is live and in action. It's almost like to where people are listening, tuned in, or this could be like an auction to where people are bidding on something, trying to buy something, you know. But I heard up your price, take the price up. I heard that very loud and clear. I heard nothing less than $80. I heard that very loud and clear. Nothing less than $80. I heard 80 a pop. So yeah, that's interesting. So whatever you have going on, it feels like I heard pans, PANS is what I heard, pans. So I don't know if you're catering or if this is a catered event or this is something that will have to be catered, you know what I mean, or should be catered. Whatever is going on in this situation, it feels like somebody now wants help, they want assistance, or they want to include you in this venture. And you may be very resistant to it now, or this person may be very resistant to it now. Like, will you please come? Will you please join us? I want you to come with me, or, you know, or like I said, it's like a how are you? But this energy is replying fine, good, okay, if they're going to reply. But it feels like they're replying just to be cordial. You know what I mean? It feels like somebody who has turned off of their emotions in a situation because they don't want to be emotionally rejected, or they're not going to be emotionally rejected. You know, they're not going to put themselves in a position to make themselves emotionally vulnerable for people who don't appreciate their love or appreciate the attention or time that they give to them. So it feels like they're creeping their way out of the palace of unappreciation and moving into stronger, more confident territories. Okay. It feels like the terrain is kind of rough. You know, the climate looks a little hot. It's a lot, you know, it's a lot. It's different, But it feels like whatever is going on here, it's necessary, especially if this is tied into somebody's career, somebody's job, somebody's family. Whatever this is, I heard that's the move. That's the move. That's the wave. That's it. That's them. Something like that. Yeah. Especially if there's like a Dexter in this equation. Because it feels like somebody is getting real nervous. Real nervous. Especially if there's a Jasmine in this equation. Brooke. Somebody looks like they're starting to get real nervous. Because I keep hearing, how did they know it was me? How did you know it was me? How will they know it's me? Or will they know it's me? You get what I'm saying? Like somebody may be trying to do something anonymously or trying to exclude somebody or trying to be funny acting, be funny with somebody. And this energy may be doing this to be sneaky. They may be being short with somebody, brief with somebody, acting like they're unavailable with somebody because they're sneaking around. Especially if they're sneaking around with a possible Leo or sneaking around with somebody that they see as having it going on. Like somebody, especially if this person is real thick. This person is real thick. That's hilarious. Thick. I heard that real loud and clear. That is so funny. It feels like somebody is sneaking around with this person or trying to sneak around with this person just to find out that they're not really interested in this person. You know what I mean? It's like they're sneaking around, creeping around with this person just to find out that they're like an airhead or they don't have much substance in their life. So they look like they had a fling or a one night stand or like a little situation to where they kicked it with this person briefly, but it's like it's dead now, or the energy that was here, the spark is dead now. And so it feels like somebody is like still trying to manifest that spark or still trying to get this fire started while another party has closed themselves off emotionally. But they're closed off because they missed somebody from their past. It feels like somebody who keeps going back and forth between wanting someone that they currently have or wanting to move into a newer relationship, a newer situation, and obsessing over somebody from the past. But they know that this person is a habitual liar. So it's like, I just don't understand that. It feels like somebody who is trying to treat somebody like shit while they're getting verbally abused by somebody else. You know what I mean? So it's like they're doing all the shit to this person that this other party is doing to them. So if they're getting ignored by that person, they're ignoring you. You get what I'm saying? Or if this is what you could be doing. If you're getting ignored by somebody, you may start to ignore the person that you were talking to before this person or whatever. But it's somebody that's playing games. They're playing games. And this other party, they don't got time for that. It feels like this other energy is ready to have fun. They're ready to kick it. They're ready to let loose, travel, move around, whatever this is. They're ready to have fun. Okay. And it feels like somebody here is more focused on their past than the future. And that's a problem because it feels like it's causing a lot of confusion, especially if somebody is obsessed with how thick this person is. Like they look obsessed with somebody's hips and thighs. Like they love that area of their body. But it's coming across to me as if this energy is a hoe. Like this energy is not faithful or disloyal as fuck. And they know that. So again, it's just like, why the fuck do you keep trying to chase after somebody who's proving to you that they're not going to be loyal to you? This person is already in a relationship or already taken or talking to you while they fucking with somebody else. And you know that. This is a third party relationship. Again, especially if it's a Leo here. Somebody is nosy as fuck, stalkerish as fuck, weird as fuck, obsessed. But they're trying to dismiss other people or treat other people like shit or like baggage or one night stands because they know where they want to be. They know who they want. It's just the person that they want does not want them. But it's almost to the point to where they feel like any little bit of attention that they get from this energy is enough to satisfy them. It's like, you get what I'm saying? And it doesn't feel like a narcissist. It just feels like somebody who's playing this game how they want to. Like, if they know that they can hit you up whenever and you're going to respond or treat you like whatever and you're still going to be available, that's what they're going to do, you know? Because it's almost like somebody is making somebody their main thing while the other person is making this party an option. But they don't have the self-esteem or courage or to even accept that. You know what I mean? It's like, well, they called me today, so, I'm good, But it's like, no, does this person actually give a fuck about you, though? Do they really give a fuck about you? Because it's coming work, family, friend, or romantic. You take this however it resonates. Because again, somebody is just throwing somebody bits and pieces of attention and they're cool with that. They're running off with that, or they may throw them a little bit of sex here and there or something like that. And they're cool with that. They're cool with that. So it's just coming across to me as if the other party on in this situation that's getting dismissed or that's being sat on the back burner, that's where the problem lies. Because it feels like somebody just turned off their emotions to somebody because they were fucking with somebody else. And this energy, like I said, they're very intuitive. They perceived whatever was going on in this situation, even if they didn't know the details, you know. But now it feels like this energy is realizing that this energy that's right here, they're not even compatible with this person. They don't work well together, or again, they're not interested in this person beyond their physical attractiveness. So it feels like they are now moving and trying to go back home. Somebody is trying to go home, you know, but it's like somebody changed the locks. You get what I'm saying? Like they don't have no key or access into this home, into this property or whatever, this person's life anymore. They've lost their ticket. They've lost their opportunity. They've lost it. Okay. Because they start acting like they didn't give a fuck. But like I said, it's because they thought they had somebody that they actually wanted. So they start dismissing the other person. But this other person is not the type to sit on a back burner or to sit and wait around for nobody. I don't care if they're by themselves, because it's not even about this person dating other people or mingling with other people. They're just not the type to be put on hold. You're not about to leave this energy waiting for no fucking body, or they're not going to leave you waiting. You hear me? Especially if there's a marky, anything like that in this equation. It's like who you, that's hilarious. Who you finna try? I was hearing that. Who you finna try? Like, cause yeah, that's what's happening here. It's like, who you think you trying? Who you think you talking to? That's what's really going on. Who you think you talking to? You better lower your tone. You better adjust yourself. Okay? Cause somebody is serious. Like, you gonna respect me. You gonna respect this. Or this decision that they're making is going to be respected. But like I said, somebody is like, oh my gosh, like they thought that they could be a player. They thought that they could talk to somebody any type of way because they stopped respecting them. Or because again, it's like, you're disposable. You're a throwaway, whatever. They start talking to them like that just to find out that they weren't even wanted where they were trying to go. So it's like, oh my gosh, let me go make up with this person. Let me go fix the relationship with this other party. But this other party sees things for exactly what it is. Like, don't try to fuck with me now. Don't try to be cool now, bitch. Don't try to connect now, bitch. Okay? Don't try to be my friend now. Flat out. Flat out. What about all that crazy shit you was saying? What about all this, what about all this nonsense back here? What about the reason that we separated? Let's talk about that. But they don't want to talk about that. Why did you pull your energy away? Why you get so funny acting? Why were you being so distant? They don't want to talk about that. They don't want to discuss that. But it's coming across to me as if it's because they know that they were being scandalous. They know that they were being foul, and they know that they had options. But the thing is that this other option feels like it's somebody that this person knows. It's somebody that this person knows. So I heard a pastor, something like that. So it's coming across to me as if somebody is about to get pissed, especially if they find out that this person was sleeping with somebody that this person knows personally, or they went to school with, or, something like that. But again, this person thought that they were a player. They thought it's almost like they were being narcissistic, where it's like, oh, you don't even know that I'm sleeping with your friend. You don't even know that I'm messing with your people. You don't even know that we working behind your back. Like, they stupid. Like, you know what I mean? It's like they were getting kicks out of fucking with somebody because they knew that these people didn't like each other, didn't fuck with each other, or something like that. Especially if TT or something like that is a really big factor in this equation, to where these people's names start with the same letter, or these people may again come from the same school, same background, same neighborhood, possibly same family, whatever. Somebody knows that they were fucking with somebody that this other person would not have approved of. And now it's coming across to me as if, that the same company, whatever, these people work together, do business together. This may be somebody's client even, but they know that these people don't fuck with each other. They know that this person was off limits, however it resonates, but this person couldn't stop being hateful, couldn't stop getting tempted by this energy. So now it feels like they're sorry. They're really apologetic because it's coming across to me as if they've been caught red-handed, or somebody has dropped them like a bad habit, or somebody in this position is just more of kind of seeing them for a sneaky, conniving snake. And they know that. I heard diva, diva, something like that. I keep hearing Devon, especially if this person's skin is a really big factor in this equation. So it looks like moving may be the topic of discussion over the next month or so, especially if somebody has done something with their finances that they really wish they wouldn't have done. Because it seems like somebody is about to get approved for something to where they can pay off all of their debt. They're going to be paying off all of their debt or coming out of debt. And this looks crazy. Like this looks like an approval or, oh my gosh, I'm gasping. Like this looks crazy, Libra. Like, oh my gosh. Like all of these zeros. You get what I'm saying? All of this happiness. This for me? It's that type of energy. Like, whose is this? Okay. So it feels like after somebody goes through a big loss or a big period of hardship, especially if the past 2 to 4 months have been very difficult, it feels like abundance is here. The opportunity of a lifetime or a situation that can really, really, really change your life. I heard skates, skater, skates, skating, scat, scope, school, anything like that. Scoony or spoony. And I heard spinel, spinel, pinel, anything like that. Pinel. I heard loose, loosey. Somebody looks like they are preying on people that they know their people used to talk to. Their friends used to talk to. Again, or preying on people that they know are off limits and then losing interest in them so quick. Because it's almost like this person just likes the thrill of the taboo. You know what I mean? Like they just want to do shit that they know other people wouldn't like. You know, it's just like, you know, but they're intentionally trying to ruin relationships or intentionally not being supportive out of jealousy, out of hate, out of envy, out of selfishness. Her auntie. That's funny. Because it's coming across to me as if somebody is afraid. They're terrified because they know that it's almost like they start beefing with somebody right before they hit the lottery. They started shit with somebody right before they became a celebrity. They're starting drama with somebody right before they get this golden opportunity. So they're worried that they're not going to have access to this lifestyle, this lavish lifestyle that somebody is about to come into. So they're coming in to apologize. They're coming in to kiss and make up. They're coming in to be fake as fuck. I'm going to be completely honest. They're being fake. And you know that. You know that this energy is trying to work you or work somebody around you. You know that. Especially if they're trying to use emotional guilt or, again, preying on someone emotionally to get them to respond to them, react to them. I keep hearing my grandma. Her stress, chest. Then I heard sumo, sumi. Anything like that? And I keep hearing why. Why? Because like I said, somebody just looks so stressed out. They look so stressed out. But like I said, it feels like they're more stressed out trying to figure out how they can heal someone emotionally. How can I repair this? How can I get you to forgive me, forgive yourself, forgive us, however this resonates in this situation? How can we make up for this? How can we fix this? How can we repair this? What can we do to help, right? There's general or genuine, I should say, concern after somebody may have called somebody a liar, laughed at them and called them a liar, or was lying on them and thought the shit was funny to tell lies on this person. Okay? Especially if this energy is still entertaining the lies or still entertaining someone that they shouldn't be talking to, or still entertaining this demon that they know is trying to fuck with them emotionally, So they fucked up an opportunity with someone that's very genuine, someone that's very loving, to fuck with a devil, to be friends with the devil, because the devil looked more tempting. The devil looked more exciting. The devil looked more fun. But it's still the devil. You get what I'm saying? The devil will come to you and give you everything that you could ever imagine. But you have no idea what you're exchanging that shit for. Okay? And that's what it feels like is happening. Somebody came in and this was like the person of somebody's dreams, the opportunity of somebody's dreams, but it's the devil offering it to them. Okay? Or it was the devil offering this opportunity to them. And this energy may just now be realizing that this energy is a narcissist. Or that this energy, like I said, is the fucking devil. They're toxic. They are foul. They're foul. Especially because this energy is now getting all caught up in their lies. Lies that they've been telling on their own family, friends, spouse. Okay? I heard Leah, Lena, Lenny, Lynn. They've been lying a lot. A lot. And somebody is stressed out because there's another party in this equation that's going to include this other person's name in the conversation. Like, well, that's where they got this information from. You get what I'm saying? But this person feels like somebody's parent, somebody's parents, somebody's siblings, somebody's family as well. So it feels like there's a lot of family secrets coming out, especially if there's somebody with the letter D. That's a factor in this equation. Or they may just go by D. Or a Dexter, Dex, Desk. Anything like that is a really big factor in this equation. Because it feels like somebody was working very closely with another, not realizing that this person was only trying to cross somebody because they felt emotionally rejected by them. So now there are multiple people in this equation who feel emotionally rejected by the person that they have been emotionally rejecting, or the people that they were emotionally rejecting. Because it's almost like everybody gets to join this party. Everybody gets to attend this thing but them. Everybody's available. Everybody's present but them. Or everybody's invited but them. Okay? I heard Toka. Something like that. So it just feels to me as if somebody has lost interest in another while they're fully focused again. It's almost like I said, somebody was trying to look at everything but what was in front of them. And now that they're ready to look at what was in front of them, this energy has turned their back or has disappeared. And they're mad about it. And it seems like they're trying to be mad at this person for this, but they need to be mad at themselves. Because again, this was a cheater. This person was cheating or being unfaithful, being deceptive, and they know that. So somebody really doesn't give a fuck about their opinion anymore. Or they're not going to take their feelings into consideration when they're trying to make business moves, when they're trying to do things, They're not going to take this person into consideration at all, or these people into consideration, because they know that these people are just trying to hold them down, keep them down. Okay, prevent them from progressing in some type of way, or damage their reputation, their image, sabotaging their finances or an opportunity. And if this is you yourself, don't allow fear to sabotage an opportunity for you, especially if you feel like you're doing things being reckless or living your life as if like it's golden for real, but you have a fear of working freelance or a fear of losing control in some type of way, not having control over things in your life. It's time to let that go, because it feels like you're trying to control everything down to the minute, down to the millisecond. You get what I'm saying? And because of that, it feels like you're not seeing the bigger picture, or you're not able to be appreciative of what you already have in your life. You know what I mean? Like it's almost like you're so focused on the future and what may be next that you don't see what's here right now. You get what I'm saying? So it's appreciation. Being in the present is really important, because again, it feels like somebody who was just looking for the next best thing found the next best thing, but it really wasn't the next best thing. It was the devil. You get what I'm saying? And now they're just kind of alone and sad and just like, it's almost like they knew their truth. They knew the truth the whole time, and they just don't know why they sabotaged this relationship. They don't know why they did this. They don't know why they did this, but they're coming in to say sorry, or somebody is about to say sorry. They're finally about to say sorry because they know that this energy does not fuck with them. You know what I mean? Like I said, they're being cordial, but emotionally, this energy doesn't have any feelings for these people anymore. They don't have no feelings. It's a lot of pain. I'll say that if they feel anything, it's a lot of pain, and it's a lot of mixed feelings, to the point to where this energy doesn't want to talk. They're just going to distance themselves or have distanced themselves. Because it just looks like somebody has grown into a better person, or this energy is learning how to be the bigger person, or learning that how to fly. Feels like somebody who's coming from a very dense reality, a very dense situation, or a situation that they've had to keep very, very private, is now ready to fly. They're ready to be free or release themselves from all of this heaviness. It's these weights, this emotional disappointment, all of this. I heard two men and a baby, and then I heard the name Chuck. Very loud and clear. Chuck, Charles, Charlize, anything like that. Shalina, anything like that. Seems like it's a really big factor here. But it is coming across to me as if these people are tightly bonded, and it feels like they've allowed either alcoholism, or somebody that's possibly an alcoholic, or resentment to get in the way of a relationship with somebody that they really care about. But it feels like somebody has set themselves free, or will be setting themselves free, because they no longer want to feel unaccepted, or feel blocked out, shut out, or unappreciated. This energy doesn't really care to feel those feelings. So they may come across as very emotionally cold, very emotionally detached, or emotionally unavailable, but it's because of stress. This energy like I said, it's not that I don't want to say they just don't care. It's not that they don't care. It just looks like this is how they manage their stress, or this is how they've chosen to cope with being emotionally damaged by people that they feel like should be in their corner, or should have been supportive. It's almost like everybody in this person's life has turned into an op, or their opposition, or turned into a fake person. You know what I mean? It's just like they're not real. They're artificial. And this energy is like, damn, like I cut off the realest person on my team. Flat out, they did. But an apology can fix all of this, or an apology could have fixed all of this. But it feels like somebody who maybe wanting to sweep things under the rug, or just move on with life, in hopes that these relationships will just naturally be mended. That's a really big factor here. But it feels like conversation is going to be necessary. Dialogue is necessary. But it feels like somebody is really afraid. They look nervous or stressed out, especially because they're looking for a family. They're looking for a sense of unity, a sense of belonging, That's all they want, is this sense of belonging, or this sense that they have their family back, or their spouse is actually like connected to them again, or, their family is connected to them again, or whatever. But it just feels like this is a lost relationship. I don't know how that'll resonate. This looks like a lost relationship because, like I said, somebody doesn't know how to keep personal business to themselves, or somebody made somebody feel like they were a piece of shit, like they are not worth shit. And it feels like at this point, this person has found their own happiness again, or has found something that can make them happy. And they're going to focus on that, They're going to focus on that. So It really looks like it's positive energy. It's a positive outcome in this situation after a lot of turmoil, after a lot of emotional disappointment, all of that, you know. I keep hearing Sharon or Cheryl. There's like somebody who's finally able to close this cycle in their life to where they don't feel like, again, they belong or don't have a place to call home. You know what I mean? It's almost like somebody who's just, they don't feel like they matter. You know, they don't know what their purpose is, or they don't feel like they're serving a purpose, or they don't feel like financially they're in a position that they want to be in. And that is about to change. That is about to change from the bottom of my heart. I keep hearing the word courage. It feels like the lion from the Wizard of Oz. That energy to where it's like you're a lion. You know what I mean? You got a heart. You got a heart. You're the king of the jungle. Man or woman, you get what I'm saying? This is the king of the jungle. Like, you know, you don't need the whiz. You were born to roar. You know what I'm saying? You were born with that fearless energy. You're a big cat. Okay? Like, understand that. Understand that. But it feels like that somebody may have been trying to, you know, make you feel like, again, you didn't belong, or you may have grown up feeling as if you didn't matter, or you weren't interesting, or nobody cared about what you had to say, or, you know what I mean? Like what you were interested in or whatever, just to find out that these people were actually jealous of you. They were trying to stifle your voice or tell you to shut up all the time or keep you quiet.